Alright, yo, what's up, guys? So, today, I'm going to be ranking every space game that I've played, and honestly, I didn't put all of them that I've played because I've played a lot, and I don't want to be here all day. But also, the space, games is kind of a loose term, so, some games are, realistic, spaceflight simulator games that we have in here, Kerbal Space Program, or something um, I guess mainly just Kerbal Space Program, and the rest are more like exploration or games that just take place in space, or games that are storyline based that take place in space. But you get the idea. It's like games that take place in space, or their main focus is like space exploration, stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna be ranking all the games I've played. I think there's like 12. I don't know if I think this is it. It's just these. Yeah, I think it's just these. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna rank every space game I've played, S through F tier, and some games that I've played, they went way above my expectations. They were way better than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were overhyped, but the hype was definitely not overhyped. And there's some games that they just blew up on launch, games that just really, really blew up in my face. Kerbal Space Program 2, F tier. I think if it was given the proper opportunity that it should have gotten, if the studio didn't shut down, I think it would have been an amazing game. Probably better than the first game. But, I spent $60 on this game for it to die the next year after one big update. And it didn't even match the first game, at all. The bugs were worse. The gameplay, it was the same, but there was less to do. There was less parts for almost its entire lifespan, if not the entire lifespan of the game. The graphics were good. I will give it that over the first game. The graphics were amazing, but that was the main difference, which you can just get with modded KSP1. So honestly, I think if it was given the chance to actually fully develop, it would have been an amazing game. But it didn't, so it's gonna go F tier. Obviously, no hate to anyone who made the game. I'm not gonna hate on the developers or anything. It is not their fault. It's just things happen. But it's still gonna be an F tier. Next, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is well, it used to be terrible. On launch, it was an awful game. But I think now, with how it is, especially with the new update that just came out, with how you can customize the interior of ships and stuff, and you can fly around, and you can EVA out of your ship now, and you can open the hatches. It feels awesome. I've been playing it a decent bit recently because of that update, and I think it's pretty cool. I love the space exploration aspect of No Man's Sky. How everything you discover, technically you're the first person to ever see it. At least most of the time. Usually, you're the only person that's been to a system, because it's an entire simulated galaxy, just in a game. There's multiple now, I think, right? I think it's multiple galaxies now. But yeah, so I like the exploration. I like the ships. I like the shipbuilding that was added. I do not really care for the storyline, though. I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of iffy. You know what I mean? It's go do this, and then after you do that, go somewhere else and do this, and it's kind of just repetitive. So I think the sandbox aspect is amazing, but the actual storyline, it's kind of meh. But the storyline is the only thing I think is really actually kind of boring about the. I wouldn't say bad. It's just kind of bland. But I like the exploration. The graphics are good now too. Honestly, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna say A tier. I think No Man's Sky deserves A tier. It's really came back since its release, and I think it's really good. It's one of my more liked space games. Space Engineers. Personally, I love this game. Uh, I think I have a few hundred hours on it on Xbox or something like that, and I like it. It's not the physics aren't really realistic, which is always been my main I guess gripe about it, because you can make a giant brick and you can just fly it like normal, and there's no like orbital mechanics or anything. It's kind of just like, you know, it's mainly the engineer part it's focused on, not like the physics or anything like that. It is still a good game. I really enjoy it. The second game is coming out, or I think it's like in early access, but it looks pretty promising. I'm excited for the second game, but I'd say, because it's just a sandbox game, it's not really a storyline or anything, but I'd say it's pretty good. I don't know if it's like amazing, because it's more of like, you know, you basically you mine resources out of the ground, and then you make a ship, and then if you're like playing single player, that's pretty much it. There's like not anything to do if you're single player, but there are servers and stuff, so I guess the multiplayer aspect what does make it better. I think it's pretty good though. I'm gonna put it in B, mainly because it's super sandbox focused. So I think B's fair. All right, next, Astroneer. Astroneer is a pretty good game. I like the story aspect of like, you find. Should I spoil it? It's been out for like 10 years. You're walking around, you see like a purple beam in the sky. You're like, huh, what is that? And then you go to it and you start messing with stuff, and you're like, oh, there's more to this game than just like walking around and just, you know, collecting organic and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like a survival game, but it's also like it's like a survival sandbox with like a storyline in the background that you don't have to do, but it's still cool to do it. I quite enjoy Astroneer. I've been playing it since it like fully released. Who knows how long ago? Was it 2018? I think it might have been 2018. But don't quote me on that. I love the survival aspect of it. I love the sandbox, and they've had like a bunch of updates since it released, and I think they've all been pretty good. I liked the train update. There's a new update coming out soon too, and a new game coming out soon. And that's pretty cool. I'd say it's probably one of my favorite survival sandbox space games. I'll come back to it and I'll play it for a few weeks with a new save, and I quite enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. But is it S tier? I don't know. I think we'll put it in A with No Man's Sky. I think because the gameplay loop can be kind of repetitive. There's only 7 planets, I think. Well, 5 planets, 2 moons, or whatever. But I think it's pretty fun. I quite enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah. I think A tier. I think it fits. The next is Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds. I thought it was overhyped. I kept seeing stuff about it on TikTok, and people were glazing the game. It was like, this is one of the best games I've ever played, and I was like, it can't be that good. It can't be that good. It's it's just what even is this? But after playing it and beating it, it's actually a really good game. It's basically a exploration puzzle solving kind of game where you so there's other explorers out in the solar system, same as you. You're all the same group of explorers. So you're trying to go meet up with them and find out the mysteries of the solar system. And I'm not good with puzzle games. I didn't know it was a puzzle game at first, but I still enjoyed it even though it was a puzzle game. I don't want to spoil the story or anything because it actually is a really good game. I'd recommend it personally. I think it's an amazing game. It's probably one of the best story games I've ever played. So, honestly, I think the hype is, it's on level with the game. It is a fantastic game. Amazing game. So for that, I think I'm going to put it in S tier. I think it's one of the best space games I've played. Even though it's not a sandbox game, so, the replayability is, there's not really, replayability, because, it's just, you'd be doing the same game again. But even with that, it's an amazing game. I think it's S tier, and no one can change my mind about that. So yeah, S tier. Alright, next. Stellaris. Stellaris is a space Hoi 4, pretty much. So, basically, it's a map game, but in a galaxy cluster. So, there'll be you, and maybe depends on the settings you put, but it's maybe 5 or 6 other alien species. And you're basically fighting to be the strongest in the galaxy. And there's a lot of stuff into it. It's one of those autistic map games, pretty much. But I enjoy it a lot. I play it with my friends usually. When we play something, it'd be one of those map games, usually Stellaris. So I think it's fun. It has a lot of replayability. The only thing is, if you want to finish even like a short game, it's like 10 hours of playing. I don't know. I'll play it for like 10 hours, and I feel like, I'm like, man, I just wasted like half my day playing this. It's still a fun game. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. I don't know if it's like incredible. It's, I don't know. This is just like a Space Hoi 4. I'll put it in B. It's good. It's good. RimWorld. I know it's not like there's not a lot of like quote unquote like space travel or anything in this game, but the main theme is basically, you know, you're a bunch of colonists on a ship that crash lands on a planet like in the outer part of the galaxy where not a lot of traffic is. So basically, you crash on this planet with like, it's like an underdeveloped planet pretty much. So imagine like, you know, Earth like before humans were there. Basically, it's pretty barren except for like other crashed people and maybe some like random like native people, and it's basically a like survival colony building kind of game. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I actually liked it more than I thought I would, because at first I like, because it's like a above head view kind of thing, but it's actually better than I expected, and I quite enjoy it. It has a lot of replayability. You can do like anything. I mean, you can harvest people's organs. You can send your people off to go kill other people. You can do really anything you want in the game. You can go to space again. I think there's like a DLC. You can like build spaceships now. That's pretty sick. But yeah, you can start like an organ harvesting business. You can like, you know, you can do anything you want, honestly. You can be like, you know, super passive, like, oh, save everybody you can, or just, you know, kill everybody you can. And the game will like send raids to you every like few days to keep you like, you know, make sure you're not too comfortable. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think it's quite fun. It has really good replayability, and honestly, it's a fun like sandbox kind of game. I don't know if it's A. It's B or A. I like it more than Stellaris. I'm putting it in A. Alright, next. Universe Sandbox. I mean, everyone's seen this game, right? I mean, it's pretty popular. Basically, it's just, you're in an open sandbox, and you can do anything you want. You can, you know, throw two Earths at each other, you know, maybe make a black hole, swallow up the entire solar system. You can honestly do, like, whatever. You can have, like, 80 moons around Earth. You can have Mars as a moon of Earth. You can do whatever. It's a complete sandbox game. Like, sandbox to a T. Obviously, there's no, like, storyline or anything. It's just, you mess with stuff, basically. You mess around. You blow stuff up. You can make planets, too, if you want. You can do whatever. Honestly, it really embraces the sandbox, and I respect that. I respect that. So, honestly, I don't know. Like, it's a good game, but it's kind of dependent on, you know, your creativity and what you want to do. So, I think I'll put it, I'm sorry, I'm going to put it in C. It's not a bad game. It's just, I don't know. After you do some stuff, it's kind of like, what now? And so, you know, I think C is deserving. Halo, the entire franchise. I'm not gonna describe every game because that's ridiculous, and I'd be here all day. But I thought I would just include it because a lot of the games take place on the rings, and you know, and in space and stuff like cutscenes, all that stuff. So I just thought I'd include it, and also I just like Halo. It's a pretty good franchise. I think Halo CE and like, you know, 2, 3, Reach, and 4 are like amazing games. I like 4. Don't hate on me for that. I haven't played 5. I played Infinite. Infinite's Infinite. I mean, it's whatever. But if it was just like Halo CE through 4 with like, you know, with Reach and the ODST like off branch of 3, I think it'd be S tier easily. But I've seen stuff about 5. I can't really say much about 5 because I haven't played it very much. But Infinite's kind of mid, like really mid. So I think to balance it out, I'm gonna put it. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. I don't want to, I don't want to saturate the S tier. You know what I mean? All right, next is Trailmakers. Honestly, I don't know why I put this in here, because the only thing space about it is like the DLC they added, and like if it was just rating the game, it's an amazing game. I enjoy it a lot. It's very like engineer heavy, kind of like Space Engineers, but with like realistic, more realistic mechanical stuff, and it's like more like the physics are more accurate. So if you make an aircraft, you can't just make a flying cube. It's a little more like realistic, and I do appreciate that. And the space DLC is cool. It's just kind of like it's not a lot to it. So like the space aspect, there's really not much. Like if I was rating the actual game, I'd put it probably A tier, but the space part, I think it's like a B to C, because it's just like all it is a few like floating domes pretty much. It's like off-brand planets, and honestly, it's not like amazing. Like the game's amazing, the space part not really. All right, next is Lethal Company. Everyone knows Lethal Company. I mean, do I even have to explain it? It's a scrap hauling game where you and your friends, you go on a ship, you go to different moons in the solar system, and you collect scrap and sell it to your boss. It's an iconic game at this point. Everyone who has a PC has probably played Lethal Company at least once. And I mean, like when it first came out, I was addicted. Like, I think me and my friend Zayden played it like all the time for like hours. So it is really fun. I like how each moon is unique, and like the terrain is different. Usually the enemies are different too, like to some extent. I also like the kind of like storyline they have hidden in the game, because you think it's just like, oh, you just go to planets and grab stuff, but it's like there's more to it underneath the surface, and I like how you can really pry it out and like see it for yourself. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. I think honestly, I'm gonna put it in S tier. I think it's really good. The space aspect is like kind of just part of the plot line, or like part of the like the setting, but it's still good. And honestly, I like the game, so I'm putting it in S tier, and that's yeah, S tier. I think it deserves S tier. All right, Subnautica. So basically, Subnautica is a game where you're once again in the outer like ring of like a galaxy, pretty much, kind of like another game on this list, but instead of like sparsely populated terrain world like RimWorld, it's like an ocean world. So you crash land on this planet that's just an entire ocean as the entire planet, and basically you escape from an escape pod after your ship is shot down, and you're thrown into this alien ocean, completely different creatures and fish that you've never seen before, and it's an amazing game. It's really heavy in survival, because you're trying to survive an alien planet, and basically so your main goal is to get home. You're trying to find resources and materials to help you somehow get home. So, and you go throughout the planet, trying to find a way to get home. I won't like explain everything to spoil it, but it's a really fun game, and honestly, I think I'd probably put it in A. I think it's a really good game. It's also horrifying, but it's really good. I haven't played the second game. Well, it's not out yet. I haven't played Below Zero. I'm waiting for the second game to come out. I'm excited for that. But I think A. I think A fits. It's a really good game. I recommend it. Destiny 2, I actually haven't played that very much. I don't know why I put that in here, because I've played it twice, and honestly, it's not my game. But I'm not gonna rank it, because I don't feel like I should be the one ranking it. I have like 10 hours in the game, but I personally, I don't like it. But I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's just not my kind of game, so I'm just gonna leave it. Last but not least, Kerbal Space Program. It is a realistic physics-based like space exploration game. So pretty much you're running a space center, and you build rockets, and you set out on these missions with your green little Kerbals to explore the solar system, pretty much. So like you go to your VAB and you start building rockets, and you're like, I want to try to go to orbit, or I want to try to just launch a rocket. And so basically you just do that. And you can set out on missions. The game also gives you missions on like career mode and like science mode, is more of a purpose. Personally, I play career mode the most because I like having like missions it sets for me to do. It is very hard at first. It is a very physics heavy game. Like, and also it can be kind of buggy if your ship gets big, but it is an amazing game. It's probably, honestly, it's probably the best game I think I've ever played, in my opinion. Like, it's probably the main reason, like, I want to be an aerospace engineer. So, like, this game has, like, actually changed my life. Like, if I pull up my Xbox, like, stats, I have, like, I think, like, I have over 25 days. I don't know how many hours that is. I mean, 24 times 25. I mean, I don't know. But, like, it is by far my favorite game, probably. Oh, no, it's only 600 hours. I'm tweaking. But, like, that plus my PC hours, I probably have, like, over 1,000. And it's probably my most played game. So, honestly, I think it's low-key, like, the best game I think I've ever played. And for that, I'm going to put it in the best tier. Because it's the best. It's the best space game. And if you disagree, that's okay. But I think it's the best space game. It really encapsulates everything about space. Like, realistic physics, building your own rocket, flying your own rocket, and you do everything in each mission. Like, you do everything. And I think that's what makes it so unique in its own way. And I wish the second game didn't, just blow up and be trash. But, hey, things happen. So, the bottom of the list, we got KSP2. Top of the list, we got KSP1. So, honestly, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this list. If you disagree with any of these, it's okay. I mean, I respect your opinion too. But this is just my opinion, so don't get heated or anything. If you're a big Stellaris fan, I'm sorry. It's just not my type, But yeah, so that's my list. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it, and have a good night.